What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today we're going to be going over more Funko Pops going up in value. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope your Thursday is going well. So today we're going to be going over more Funko Pops that are currently rising up in value, and some of these might surprise you. Now before we jump into our selections today, we do have our question of the day, and that is, name a Funko Pop in your collection, if you can, that has sunglasses. And I'm going to go with Johnny Bravo. Okay, so jumping into our choices today, first up we have Pop Games, and we do have a couple different choices here. Now I went ahead and asked you guys over on Instagram if you noticed any Funko Pops going up in value, and some of you guys actually submitted some of these selections, so thank you so much. So the first one comes from Timmy Love 525 here. He actually stated that the Sly Cooper has noticed an increased value, and it has actually. It's almost like a $60 to $70 Funko Pop right now, which is pretty cool to see this one gain some value. It's not one that I necessarily thought would go up in the future, but again, it is cool to see. This is one of the more classic PlayStation games. I played it as a kid a little bit, not every single game, but enough to remember who the character is, and I actually bought this one for retail a while back when it released. Now as far as to why it's actually going up in value, there's really no real reason. There's not much news about Sly Cooper right now. I think it's just one of those things where it's just up there in value now. Now this one is currently vaulted, so no more are coming, but let me know, do you own this one in your collection? It would be cool to see them release another game in the future. Next up, sharing from Gareth here, he shared the fact that the Critical Role Funko Pops have actually been actively going up a lot, and here's a few choices. We have Vax Ilden, I think that's how you say that, currently at $175. As you can see, during 2023, it's had a noticeable increase in value, as well as Vex Alia has a noticeable increase as well. As you can see, she was around the $10 to $15 range for a while, and coming into 2023, now at around $55, $60. Percival here is around the $105 range. This one actually is being sold for a little bit more than that as well, depending on the seller. And the last one that I noticed a big increase in was Grog here, currently at $90. Now, the only reason I can think as to why these are being actively bought up a lot right now and going up in value is due to the Legend of Vox Machina show. I think it's on Amazon. I believe Bailey was watching some of it. We watched like some of it, but overall, I wasn't too interested. But I do believe it has a season 3 coming, and a lot of people are super hyped and grabbing up the Funko Pops right now because I guess the show is really good. Now, I think the last pop that they made in the Critical Role set was like a Comic-Con exclusive. Other than that, we haven't really seen any other ones. These ones are all a little bit older and vaulted now, so it's cool to see them gain some value. Yes, again, as stated before, I think the last one that they released was back in 2020, the Vex Alia, where she's on the broomstick for SDCC 2020. Now, at the moment, I don't think I've seen anything about a new wave coming for these, so these should be the only Funko Pops we have. Let me know in the comments, do you own these or would you like to own them? Next up, we have a God of War selection, and that is the Kratos and Atreus 2-pack here. This one's actually jumped up to the $200 range now. So as you can see, nearing the end of 2022, leading into 2023, this one jumped a lot in value due to the new God of War game that came out, and the hype is clearly still there because this one is actively being sold and a lot of people are still after this one. I am curious how many people actually own this piece. I wasn't expecting it to get this crazy in value, but again, something really cool to see here. I hope it goes even higher. Plus, I'm sure they're going to release more God of War games in the future, given the last few were very, very successful for them, so I can only see this going up more in value and the rest of the set. Okay, so those were our pop game selections. Let me know in the comments if you guys own any of those or if you're after them right now. Next up, we have a few anime selections, and we do have Muichiro from Demon Slayer here. So currently, the official con sticker is currently sitting at around $250, some people charging $300 and up. Now, I'm not surprised at all by this, given what's going to happen in Season 3. A lot of people have been hyping up this pop since it released, so people are going crazy for this one. It is kind of crazy to see, though, for the shared sticker. There obviously wasn't as much official sticker stock as there was shared sticker, because even in the last few weeks, we've seen it hit a lot of places like Funko Hollywood again. They restocked it with like 200 that they found. All these other shops are selling it for like 50, 60 bucks. But it's still maintaining a $70 to $90 range in value, which is just crazy to see with how much stock is out there. So you can truly see how much hype this pop does have, how crazy it's going to go for Season 3. And people are very, very excited about this character as well. The only thing I wish about this Muichiro is the fact that I wish it was a better mold for the character. It truthfully is such a simple mold for it to be so expensive. It's just like any of the other common Hashira that we have. Just right now, there's a lot going on with the character, so that's why it's so expensive. Other than that, This could have been a common release and been just fine. It could have been a regular $15 to $20 common, and I don't think really anybody would say anything. But since it's a Comic-Con exclusive, a lot's going on with the character, that's why it's going so high in value. Now, luckily, I do actually own the official convention sticker. It was given to me as a gift for my birthday by some friends, so I guess that's a plus. Next up, while scrolling through the Dragon Ball Z pops just to see if anything had a noticeable increase, I noticed that the first appearance Calendar Go exclusive Goku here was sitting at $80. It had a huge bump in price over on Pop Price Guide, as you can see. So it was sitting around the $60 to $70 range for a little bit, kind of jumped down to the $40 range, and now back up to the $80 range from a recent $90 sale. Now, the reason this happened was due to the fact that I can barely find any on Mercari or eBay. Literally, I can barely find any. So if you come across this piece for a good deal, I recommend picking it up, because for some reason this one is currently really scarce and hard to find, and I'm assuming they're not making any more stock because we haven't had a restock in a while. So it is kind of cool that this one ended up being a sleeper grail. Now, if you do like this mold and you don't care for the glow-in-the-dark feature, there are plenty of regular common non-glows out there for 20 bucks if you'd like to pick it up. And funny enough, I do actually own it right here. This is what it looks like in person. This is the glow-in-the-dark one of my favorite Funko Pops in the Dragon Ball set. I guess I can't really be surprised here because Calendars Go doesn't get a lot of exclusives, and when I've been in their stores, they don't sell a lot of Funko Pops, so I guess it kind of makes sense this one ended up jumping up and being scarce. Next up, we have some more animation sharing from Cree9727. They did say Lucy from Disenchantment here. So as you can see, this one is currently showing a $20 trending value, but if you go over on eBay, this one's actually selling for more around the $40 to $50 range. A couple of the Disenchantment pops have been noticeably going up a little bit. Nothing too crazy with this set, but I figured it was worth mentioning for fans of the show. Maybe it's worth picking it up because I know this show is very, very popular. Now, our last selection for today's video is a Disney pop shared from Nautica Jazz, and it is the Emily Corpse Bride Diamond Collection Hot Topic exclusive. That was a very long title I just said. So she's actually had a very big jump recently from the $40 range to $60. I was looking over on eBay and I was noticing a lot of high listings around the $50 to $60 range as well. Not exactly sure why, just kind of jumped out of nowhere. It's not like there's a Corpse Bride movie coming or a TV show or anything like that. It just kind of jumped. So I guess if you own it, you got a nice little value boost to your collection recently. All right, guys, so those were our selections for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button down below. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, I can definitely make that happen. I do enjoy doing these style videos. Now, make sure to drop a comment down below if you guys have noticed any Funko Pops currently going up in value or being bought up a lot, currently trending. I would love to know, and I'll maybe include them in the next video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the wonderful Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys absolutely rock for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. We also have a Facebook group with over 16,000 members that's buy, sell, and trade. And make sure to be following me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.